Hey, users, how are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the segment of the Sheena Show called At the Top Thursday. So, welcome, and I'm Sheena, the social views. That makes y'all the musers. Thank you for coming in today, hanging out a little bit, because I got some stuff that's at the top of my list, and we're going to talk about it. But first, gonna let some of y'all kind of hang out and come in here. I'm gonna try to remember to to come to the chat today. Hope you guys are having a great week. I'm having a wonderful week and an even better Thursday because I've been just kind of giggling and laughing and seeing what's going on out there. You know what? We're gonna make it light. We're gonna keep it light. We're not we That's what we do around here. We keep it light, we keep it kind of funny, but also I just have a couple of things that are at the top of my list this Thursday. You feel free to go ahead and let me know what's at the top of your list, the top of the week for you, and we can talk about it because I'll be on for just a little while here. Y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what I do. I got things to do. I'm busy. I'm busy. But never too busy for you. Who sang that song? Somebody tell me. Not too busy for you. All right, so background music while I talk. How about y'all? Like a little theme music. Well, that was the theme music. That's Timberland. That's Halo. That's the theme music. But that's just the background music. So yes. So yeah, I'm gonna tell there's a couple of things that I've been like, yes, this has been just a lot of power going on with the on the female front, on the girls, there's some girl power going on. It's really, really inspiring. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I don't know if you guys caught Friday, but Fridays I'm live with Barry Jordan, so that's a lot of fun. So I'm telling you, it's like all this fun energy for the 2025, for the going into. I mean, we're almost at we're almost at we're almost at Christmas. But enough about that. Let's see who we're gonna start with. I guess I'll start here. You know what I mean? Because this is what kind of got my this whole idea started. The whole theme almost of today. There was a couple of things I was going to talk about that were, I was like, you know what? I don't like the Debbie Downer stuff. But, at the top Thursdays, I'm going to talk about some of my top people right now and some of the top events that are going around locally. So if you guys are anywhere but where I am, these are events that are going to be local. I will be getting into like some of the national, international events because, again, Fridays I am on. That'll be tomorrow with Barry Jordan, my tour partner, and we are everywhere. So we're some international girls. All right. Let's see. Oh wait, I said I was gonna put the chat on. There we go. So I don't know if you all know. Okay, so this is the first. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way first because it's a little extra. So there is, let me just go on and put her picture up. Let me see if it'll move me over or whatever. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do something like that. We'll do something like that. We like that, y'all. This is Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious. I'm, pretty much kind of just discovering. She's one of the components, one of the hosts on the Breakfast Club, which is a radio show on iHeartRadio. Long-standing, long-running show. One of the best show, one of the top-rated shows, I'll say, in like hip hop media and media in general. It's a very popular show. I don't watch it because I'm not a fan of the host of the show, which is Charlemagne the God. Not a fan at all. For so many reasons. This ain't about him. This is about her. So I don't really watch the show, but it is very popular. Short story long, recently they had a guest on there that is a hugely popular streamer, and I'll just say his name is Neon. I don't have his picture. I mean, I think I do have his picture. I'm not going to put it up because for the reasons that will follow in what I'm about to tell you. So, like, again, I don't watch the show, but he went on the show. I think he requested to go on the show, or one of the hosts, got him on the show. He's on the show, and immediately they kind of start questioning some things he has said. I've never heard of the guy, so whatever. Short story long, he's been spewing very, very venomous hate on his platform for a very long time, and now he's trying to turn over a new leaf. So anyway, Jess kind of pressed him a little bit about what he said. He's like, and that's his past, that's my past, that's my past. But it was literally like 6 months ago. So so this little guy, this guy is a streamer, very, very popular, and he has his he's spewing the N word. He is calling other streamers mothers, very derogatory things. Very popular kid. Everybody loves him. They all spew it, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But he was, what once he's confronted, pretty much about what he said, he doesn't want to, he's pretty much now he's backpedaling, and he's turning over a new leaf. Anyway, Jess wasn't having it. This is my point. Jess wasn't having it. She was not having it. She was, respectfully, the people, your fans, will be putting, they're very, it's very venomous, content. And I don't see any change in your attitude. So anyway, she let him have it. So Jess Hilarious, she has a segment called Jess with the Mess. She does a lot of celebrity commentary. But that day, when I saw the clips and just kind of went back and kind of saw the show, I was just like, you know what? She's she's a shero for the day. I like that. I like that she stood on business, and she wasn't going to sit there and pander and what have you, and made him accountable for what he said. So thank you, Jess, because we all know your other host wasn't going to do it, because he has a podcast with someone that says some very venomous things. So we'll just leave that there. Jess, you're my shero for the week. You know what, Jess Hilarious. I just, it was just mad respect for what you did, and that you stood on business. And we're not going to take it. All right, who's next? So I've had a very fun week of just kind of looking at some things. Oh, I did it. I mean, y'all know I'm still getting used to my little little stuff. Y'all let me know if you know about this little. It's the little controversy. Not even really a controversy but about what was said on the Breakfast Club. I don't really watch it, but I know Jess Hilarious stood on business, and I was really, really excited about that. You let me know in the chat if they went too far, if they were mean to him, if they were mean to Neon, or if they stood on business. And by they, I mean Jess. All right. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Y'all, seriously, this is my top Thursday. Let me know what's at the top of your Thursday. I'm just letting you know. I'll be scrolling through my timeline. I'll see some things. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh, you know what? I'll just kind of jump to this a little bit. All right, I can remove her. Then I get rid of Jess. Yes. I don't know if you know who this is. I am not political at all. Um, but I do love entertainment. And I do love um, when the twain meet. If I can be educated or about something and still be entertained, that I love. And Jasmine Crocket stands on business. She's a U.S. representative out of Texas, and I was just recently just kind of see some things on here. I haven't done a deep dive or anything. I just think every time I see her, um, she is not, she's a force to be reckoned with, and I think that's really commendable. I think, she knows her stuff. She is I haven't seen her in person, but she looks like she'd be about this tall, but she just, she just takes over the room. So I said all that to say this. I don't know if I'll be able to put them both up here. um what I saw on Z News, look at me trying to do some fun stuff. Sorry, Yasmin. Can I do more than, let me see, boom. So I said all that to say this. Jasmine, I actually saw her on a couple of talk shows. You know how they make their little rounds and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. There she is. So that's Jasmine Crocket. Big fan right now. Just as far as, and again, I'm not even into the politics. I'm into the delivery. I'm into the commanding of the space. I'm into how she's a voice, and I really do that. So short story long, and these are, I don't know, it's my source is social media. So don't, I called no one. I sought no source. I sought no other things except for I saw that Stephen Colbert is being canceled. CBS is pulling the plug on the Colbert show, on the Stephen Colbert show, and he's going out with a bang. And I saw that Jasmine Crocket and Stephen Colbert might be teaming up for some kind of show. Now, again, I like to laugh. I think Stephen is funny. I think he's quite witty. I hate that his show's going off. I can't say I watched the show or anything, so um, don't go by me as far as all of his content. I've seen the clips. I've seen the clips, and not the rap artist, not the hip hop artist. I've seen the clips of his show, so I'm trying to get to another screen. So anyway, I am very, 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 very interested in if those two team up, because with his dry wit and her matter of fact, like I just personality wise, again, I'm not about the politics really. Just I am about the jokes though. Personality wise, if the two of them teamed up, I am 99.3% sure I would watch that show. Is all I'm saying. Would you watch that show? Did you see it? Oh, I see some comments. So would you want, hey Mark? Yes, this is live. Hi. I'm just, still getting used to getting into the comments and whatnot. Hi. This is live. I see you. You're in my top, Mark. You're always at the top of the list. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, this is live, and I'm gonna go on down a little bit. I might save the last one for the end because I'm gonna do like a dramatic reading at the end. So just know that I have one more of my top people, and if you saw the description, you already know who it is. So it's not like it's a big surprise. Thanks for hanging out on the live. Thank you. I've actually kind of doubled my members, so my subscriptions rather. So shout out to my subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm like, I've actually, I looked, I was like, oh my goodness, like, people are subscribing, and I appreciate you guys. I'll be doing some more content. I am open to suggestions, y'all, but if you go to my Facebook and soon to my link tree, you'll see I'm gonna have a thing of this, something going on every day, some music, some interviews. I'm gonna do, of course, I got Fridays with Whoopi on. I'll have another day with somebody else that you will get to know as well. So it's all coming. It's all coming down the pike, y'all. It's all happening this way. So let's see. Look, I want to shout out some of these events that are coming up. Some of these events that are coming up. Mark, did you go to Whoopi show? Let me know if you went to the Buttonwood Tree show last Thursday. So at the top, at the top, at the top. Oh yes, I'll put that later. Look, let's get some of these events going because I like to jump around, jump around. Oh, you know what? And I immediately thought of one that I didn't get the picture for, but I will. Let's start off with my guy here. Ugh. What's up, Zulu? Zulu Prophet. So Zulu Prophet is a band that is one of our staples here in Savannah. And also they travel quite a bit too, so we're always excited to have them perform. I'm making my screen bigger. Welcome to me. I just realized I had breaking news up there. Amateurs. Amateurs. Let me get the breaking news up. This news isn't breaking this day. This news here, a few days old. Just a few days because I like to see how things kind of play out a little bit before I jump on it. Where's my breaking news? I see it. This is what's supposed to be there. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Not breaking news. No, it's not breaking news. There is breaking news. I'm just not breaking the news. I leave that up to the Tina Taya Shaws of the world. Shout out to Tina Taya Shaw. So yes, that'll kick off my first event uh, that I'll talk about here. Shout out Tina. Shout out Ben Singers and Tina Taya Shaw. WSAB. Those are our trusted news anchors. So they'll be breaking all the news. I'll be breaking no news here. All right, let me get to my guy here. If I can get this right screen going. Try it one more time. There it is. Zulu's performing, y'all. Of course. I mean, he's that's our guy. So Zulu Prophet Zulu has two shows. And I want to kind of read the thing. I think he has a show on the 9th and a show on the 15th. Of course, he does his open mics at the Barrel House every Thursday. So that might be one of these. Let me see. Shout out if you know Zulu. If you know Zulu. Wave in the chat. Wave in the chat if you know Zulu. Mark, you've seen him online, and some of y'all seen him, because we do shows together. So, hey. So now I'm just looking at the event because, look, that's what we do here. Zools. I know he'll jump on soon. If he jumps on, maybe I'll request him to get on here and we can talk to Zulu. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, here we go. Oh, and then I'm going to put that up because I did say speaking of Tina Taya, sure. So where are your events? I was just looking at it. Okay, here we go. So this is one the 9th. So Zulu's going to be at B&D Burgers. And of course, O'Sheen and the whole band is going to be there. It's usually like a 3-piece or so. And what's the other date you got there? Zools. See, I know him, so I can call him Zools. Do I have no, I have my Who Street shirt on. Okay, so he does have those two shows. And let's see, who else is jumping off over here? Oh, yeah. Let me add this to the... Alrighty, the listening room, y'all. Woo woo. So this is a new, I won't say a new thing. I think they've been doing it for a little while. I just haven't been, but I've heard great things about it. This is, just a really, really cool concept. So there's a great bar called Lone Wolf, which is like, they actually have like three locations now. I think they have one on Tybee Island, Sea Wolf. They have, but the one, of course, the original, it's like Ray's Pizza in New York. The original is always the best. So this is Lone Wolf. And they've kind of extended it, and they have like this kind of event space now, and they do something called the listening room. So I think my boy Steven's going to be performing. There's been some great performances there. I think, trying to think of, I'm sorry, I'll just keep passing it up, don't I? It's right in my face. The listening room. So that is next Thursday. Yeah, it's August 7th. So it's gonna be next Thursday at Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is on Lincoln. I don't know why I got a gas when it's sitting here in my face. Lone Wolf Lounge, yeah. It's right on Lincoln Street, 2429 Lincoln. So they're doing this. Let me see. What to expect. This is my favorite part. What to expect. So it says, welcome to the listening room, a singer-songwriter night in the Cobra Room at Lone Wolf Lounge. This will be the first of many nights to celebrate the incredible talent of those here in Savannah and regionally. Tonight we will hear originals from local artists, Basically and Susan Kennedy. Come enjoy. Night starts at 7 p.m. One free special drink with your ticket purchase. Get tickets here. Go to the listing room in the events. You can go on Facebook or you can go up to Lone Wolf. And while you're there, just grab a drink. It's a really, really, really great bar, really fun place. I've with Steven and Kimberly a few times, and it's great. She plays the bass. She's badass. Um, Y'all know Steven, he's badass on that guitar, his vocals, and of course, we also know him as DJ Basic Lee, who had the hip hop night the other night at Victory North. So shout out to Steven, doing a great job. You are all over the place. You are making it happen. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is the listening room. So that's happening next Thursday, y'all. Might see you there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Gonna see you there. Let me see what else is jumping off. What's this here? Ah, so that's when I was saying. Speaking of Tia Shaw, because she was in some pictures today with Linda Wilder Bryan, my girl, Linda Wilder Bryan. Let me explain. So Linda Wilder Bryan is on the city council. She is our alderwoman. She is a dynamic force. And I have to actually backtrack before I even tell you about the event, because this is her event. I have to tell you how I met her, and it's going to bring you full circle. So short story long, I was hosting a film event here in Savannah, and actually the film, oh gosh, good for me, I'm wearing the shirt, aren't I? So the film was called Who Streets. It's a documentary by Sabah Foloyan, and she is actually Whoopi's daughter. But Sabah Foloyan did a film that is documented Ferguson. It was when Mike Brown was murdered in Ferguson, and the police and the upheaval and all of the things that happened during that time. So she has an award-winning documentary on this event, and so I had a screening here in Savannah of the film, which was winning awards already at Sundance, and she's got awards all over the place. So I was like, yeah, we got to show it here. I know her. We got to watch it here. So we did the film screening here. Me, Renee LaSalle, shout out to Renee LaSalle, shout out Ashley Borders. Um, I mean, we all pitched in, we all made that happen, and I really appreciate that. Those are my girls, and shout out, of course, Whoopi. And so we had the screening, and when I tell you, it was a full house. I couldn't believe, and it was just kind of everybody, just all walks of life in the room, and that saw this film, and not a dry eye in the house by the end of it. I mean, not a dry eye. There's just, it takes your breath away. So we had a Q&A at the end of it. And Linda stands up just during the Q&A. I'd never seen her, never met her before in my life, never, never. And she begins to speak about, because this, again, the movie's about Mike Brown, 18-year-old coming home from the store, murdered by the police. So she begins to tell us that her son had been murdered, and she's telling us the story. We're doing this Q&A. We're talking about just the movie, and we're just drawing the parallels to our own existence, and just kind of everybody just really communing, around the dialogue of what was going on. Anyway, so that's how I met Linda, and I just found her to be one of the most dynamic, fierce, strong people I'd ever met. And I had just met this woman stood up, and I could not believe just her resilience, just what she was saying. So it was absolutely beautiful. Linda, shout out to you. So um, this Saturday will be a celebration of life from 1 to 7 p.m. at Forsyth Park. And this is Linda's event for, and also Lawrence, shout out to Lawrence. Ooh, Bunny, Walter Bryan. Okay, so here we go. What to expect? Join us for a special trail ride and back to school event. We're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Lawrence LB4 Bryan with our annual citywide back to school event. This year, we're bringing the community together for a trail ride complete with line dancing, live entertainment, and fun for all ages. So this is August the 2nd at Forsyth Park, and featuring live performance by Mike Clark Jr. And of course, they have a dress code. We all know it's 478,436 degrees. So dress accordingly. We would truly appreciate any donations to support our family's organization in making this event a success. Every contribution helps us continue uplifting the community and preparing kids for the school year ahead. Let's come together, ride, dance, and give back. See you there. Yes, you will see us there. And let me tell you, the LB4 Foundation does tremendous work. Again, Lawrence Bunny Bryan had, yes, you do tremendous work. I'm very grateful to be on occasion in the places where you're doing this tremendous work for the kids in the community, and on behalf of your son. So that is absolutely commendable, absolutely beautiful. So glad to know you both. So I will be there Saturday. Y'all better be there Saturday. Come celebrate and come donate. Go playing. Come donate, because they actually do the work. All right. Who else? What else is going on this week? So I'll be there Saturday. Yeah, I'll be there Saturday. I think the little water is squirting out of the ground over there by the band shell. So I'll be over there with the kids. Quit playing, Todd. Quit playing. Be over there with the kids. Oh, this is I wanted to point this event out, because though it's a far in the future event, you kind of got to get your tickets now event. You can't wait till the last minute event. Shout out to Erica Baskin. Um, Event. So it's the Food and Wine, y'all, coming to Savannah. Again, I love this. This is one of my favorite events every year. Shout out to Lonnie Lewis, the best ever bartender, the best to ever put a cocktail together. Everybody in the chat, give Lonnie Lewis a round of applause and quit playing with me. she is the cocktail maven. So shout out to her. And I say that because one of the food and wines, one of my favorite food and wines, and they have every year. It tops itself. Yeah, she introduced me to several different cocktails, and since then has been dominating all the bartending contests and things of that nature. And she's just dynamic. So yes, food and wine fest this year is going to be. Oops, I just lost my love. There she is. Food and wine. Aren't those just like the best two words to put together ever? It's food and wine. Best two words ever. So I did the top. Oh, at the Eastern Wharf. Sweet. So this one's the hostess city food and wine fest. It's at the Eastern Wharf this year. And there's 1,000 people already interested and on there. Like I'm telling you, I'm saying this for your own good. Get your tickets because it is packed. It is packed, and they will cut off. You know, they do have. And, well, the Eastern Wharf is big, but you still want to get your tickets. All right. So what to expect? Well, the hostess city food and wine fest Savannah is going to be in Savannah November 8th, 2025, and it's going to be at the park at Eastern Wharf. Savannah. Ooh, Savannah's newest signature celebration is here. Join us for the inaugural Hostess City Food and Wine Fest Savannah, a vibrant new culinary festival spotlighting the very best of the coastal empire's food and beverage scene. So, somebody else is taking. I want to say, is that it's y'all? It's right. It's Connect Savannah. So Connect Savannah has taken over the Food and Wine Fest. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the case. And yes, I believe Erica Baskin and I'm looking right at it. Okay, meet your host, Connect. I didn't, scroll down. I I'm just I would just happen to have known that. So yes, Connect has taken over the Food and Wine Fest, and I know it's going to be stellar because that's how they do things. We're going to keep it stellar. So Food and Wine Fest, November 8th. Get your tickets. I know I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to my last other at the top person. Oh, you know what? This is why. When is my show? Don't look at the date on that. I meant to change it. Shut up. Shut up. But it'll be the third weekend of this month. So speaking of Tune In at Tandem, shout out to Tandem, sponsored by Tandem. 225 East Bay Street at the East Bay Inn. We love us some Tandem, so that's where I am. This the third Thursday of every month, and I might do a pop up. I might do a little pop up before. Let me say, yeah, I might do a little pop up next Thursday. We might take at the top Thursday and do a pop up at Tandem. Okay, we might do that. All right. Let's see. I want to say that's all the events I have. Who else? Oh, you know what? I do have one more event. However, I don't have the picture of it, which is, I can probably find the picture of it, but I don't have the picture of it. So we'll just talk about it. How about that? Well, I talked about it last week. Why do I keep doing that? Go away, me. I talked about it last week. That it was the opening of. Let me see if I can find. Oh, it's right here. So last week, or yeah, I think it was last Thursday that they did this. They opened up this like art gallery jammy on Broad Street, and it was formerly a Roto Rooters. So it was used to be plumbing supplies and stuff like that. I just think that's incredible that they turned this plumbing supplies place into something that the community can use for art. So this week It's manifesting at the Midtown Art House. So it's called the Midtown Art House. Why is it called the Midtown? Is that Midtown? Well, you know what? I didn't zone Savannah. I want to, but what to expect? So I know okay, I think one of the owners had some art and some pieces. I know Joanne Morton was doing something there, and I think this may be her event. I don't know why I have to like look away and guess when I can just look at my thing. Let's see what the host Joanne Morton. See, you guessed it. You was right. Manifesting at Midtown Art House, an open studio style gathering to discover the art house, meet new friends, and let's say make art. Oh, you can go to make some art, make art, and contribute to the manifesting mobile. So she's doing this. She has a project that she's been doing this for a while. As long as I've been writing my book, I get it that she's been doing. So I love that she keeps that going. Midtown Art House is a vibrant community space in Savannah for artists, creatives, and small businesses and change makers. We're offering private studios, co-working, gallery exhibits, event space, and community workshops, all, all designed to inspire connection, creativity, and collaboration. Oh, there's more. All right, so the Midtown Art House is located at 2016 East Broad Street. Yes, go with it, Joanne. Go with it. Go with it. I love it. I love it. You like it. I love it. You like it. I love it. All righty. I'm gonna get down to brass tacks. You guys are fun. Uh, a lot of people say we look alike. Does she look? Do we look alike? Yes, Whoopi Goldberg. You're at the top of my list, Whoopi Goldberg. You're at the top of my list. And I'm going to actually read a little something that I read that put her at the top. She's actually always at the top of my list. And for several reasons. She's not always loved, but she is beloved. She is beloved. And I think I'm going to play Whoopi in her life story. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to see. What? What? I can ask. I'm going to ask. All right, I'm going to find this. Here it is right in my face. This might be too long to read, so I might have to just paraphrase and say short story long. Okay. Short story long. It is. I am. I'm going to short story long it because I've got to. I'm on deadline with some things, but I wanted to jump on here first, and I'll get long-winded. So Whoopi Goldberg, you're at the top of my list because, and actually, you know what? I'm going to put a link in the post of the article that I read. That's what I will do, and then I'll use it as trivia for next week. That's what I'm going to do. I'm looking right at it. Yes. So Whoopi Goldberg might be the answer to some trivia, and I'm going to put a link in the this in the comments at the end with why she's at the top of my list. Okay. So shout out to her. Shout out to Whoopi. Shout out to Whoopi. And shout out to keeping my this or that trivia going because you guys are going to get some this or that trivia. If you might want to watch tomorrow. You might want to check and see what Barry does when I bring out the this or that trivia. Then you'll know how I operate and you'll get the answers. You won't have to, But yes, I have some trivia with Whoopi. Whoopi's going to be probably part of all my trivia. How about that? We'll do it for a lot of trivia. All righty, let me see. What are we talking about over here? What y'all talking? What you talking about? Talk about that. What you talking about? I'm sorry, Jasmine. I'm not trying to bring you back on Front Street, except for I'm going to put the article that I saw her, the thing with her and Steve Colbert, and y'all tell me if this is something that's like going to happen or not. You know, or are they just playing with my emotions, Smokey? I don't appreciate it. Oh, I did have a whole nother one. I can't use everyone for us. It can't be trivia. I wanted to spotlight him. He might have to be next time if I don't see it in here. Oh, shame on Sheena. Next time. I won't even say it. Don't look at it. I'm gonna edit my tab up there and I'll put them on for next week. See, you see, we're working on this together. We are together on this. Thank you. All right. Oh, I had it in the right place. We are gonna wrap up then. Maybe. But you know, shout out to the music. Shout out to you. And now we're gonna play some party music. Yo, I had a lot of. That was fun. That was fun. That was at the top Thursdays, y'all. Thursday. I'll see you next Thursday. 4 or 5 things that catch my eye during the week that I'm gonna have to bring to you. I mean, it's just what I'm thinking about. You can tell me what you're thinking about. That's what a conversation. That's how conversations work. All right, and I will see you tomorrow with Whoopi, because we'll be here tomorrow night at 8 for Black Mariah's On the Case. And Saturday, I'll probably be going live from Linda Walter Bryan's event, A Celebration of Life at Forsyth Park. That's going to be happening, like I said, on August 2nd, and I believe it's from 1 to 7. So join me, y'all. Let's kick it. Summer is slipping away, and we're about to move into hopefully some weather with some oxygen. All right, let's breathe. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.